everybody. Hi, thank you for being here. So I'm Leah Gagnon, I'm the band teacher here, and before our large ensembles go, we have a new group. I'm not going to say too much because they're going to do some talking, but this crew of students has started a modern band, sort of like a rock band. So this is their debut show. So we're going to have them play, and then the concert band will play, and I'm going to let them take it away. So thank you.
On? Okay. Yes, it is on. Hey everybody, thank you for coming out tonight. We are Slow Kids at Play, formerly Vegan Dog Biscuit, and we are Hazen Union's modern band. So we're gonna play 2 songs for you and then hand it over to the concert band. So without wasting any more of your time, this is Clone Me by Red Vox.
Someone's better than nothing. Someone's better than no one. No one's better than anyone. I'm better in your mind. Better in your mind. Better in your mind. Sorry, I never said I'm sorry. A sentimental story. I take up mental side. Why I'm lonely, but I learned too slowly. I'm stupid, but I try. Someone's better than nothing. Someone's better than no one. No one's better than anyone. I'm better in your mind. Better in your mind. Better in your mind. Nothing's better than something. No one's better than someone. Someone's better than anyone. I'm better in your mind. Better in your mind. Better in your mind. Hi, thank you. I'm going to take a quick moment to introduce the members of our band. This is Will on the bass. This is Lucian on the electric guitar. This is Ethan on drums. And me, Quinn, on vocals. I'll now be handing it over to Ethan to introduce our next song.
Hello. How's everybody doing? Before I announce the next song, I want to let you guys know, just for a reminder, that right after this, we're gonna, have to set up for a little bit, set up some chairs, so there might be a little bit of a wait, but it'll be worth it. Our next song is going to be The Middle by Jimmy Eat World. If you watched our Vegan Dog Biscuit concert last year, this is one we played then too, so a bit of a throwback. Once again, we are Slow Kids at Play.
Don't let yourself
right. Thank you for your patience while we did that. This is, like I said, that was a new group, so it's our first time trying this like this, so we appreciate your patience. Our first piece tonight is called Blue Sky Horizon. It's by composer Randall Sandridge, who I actually had the pleasure of meeting last summer at the New England Band Directors Institute. So he's a contemporary modern composer. And this piece is part of a project he started called the Unbroken Project. And the initiative, the impetus behind it is to bring awareness to and remove stigma from discussions around mental health and mental health struggles. So there are a number of pieces in the project, this being one of them. And I just wanted to read the program notes he included with it because it really helps paint a picture. So here are Randall Sandridge's notes. I live with cyclical depression. What does that mean? It's a lot like clouds. Some days the sky is a little cloudy. Some days it is scattered and changes rapidly. In some days, or weeks, or months, there are thunderstorms. But some days I wake up and the sky is completely clear. I feel energized, I feel joyful, I feel ready to take on the entire world. I know it won't last, and that's okay. Blue Sky Horizon was written on one of my good days, when the sun was out and I felt truly happy and at peace. The work uses catchy rhythms and a pops-inspired style to create a feeling of unbridled joy. Not every day will be a great day, but we should make the most of the ones that are. And then he signs off with his signature, peace, love, and music. So this is Blue Sky Horizon. transitioning, our next piece is an arrangement of Loch Lomond, which is a Scottish folk song. And I also want to take a quick moment to say a couple thank yous and to introduce you to some folks behind me who maybe don't quite look like high schoolers. So first of all, thank you to my colleague Mavis McNeil for filling in on flute, and then my other colleague Andrew Kohler, who seems to have disappeared, but who was playing the mallet percussion back here, and then my husband and Hazen alum Andy Gagnon for filling in on some percussion, because we only have 2 students, and while they are fantastic, they each only have 2 hands, and that piece requires more than 4 hands. So thank you to all of you for filling in. And then this year we've been really fortunate to have been piloting a teaching artist program that's being funded through and in partnership with the Vermont Youth Orchestra Association. So roughly every other week we do our best with scheduling. 3 teaching artists have been coming in to do sectionals with both the high school band and the middle school band. And they're here playing with students tonight. And so I just want to say thank you to them and introduce them to you. So you can put faces to names. So we have Betsy LeBlanc here on clarinet. She's been working with the woodwinds. Brandon Jones, who I'm probably standing in front of, over here on trumpet, who's been working with our brass students. And then Nick Canizaro, who I'm now standing in front of. I can't pick a spot. Back here on percussion, working with our percussionists. So thank you to them. Thank you for being here tonight. And this is Loch Lomond. Doing a lot of talking tonight because we have a lot of transitions, so we have a couple folks that have to switch instruments. So our next tune is Mission Impossible. It's from Mission Impossible. I was working on the bulletin board that's outside our office and putting up some info about what we were working on, and learned some interesting things about Lalo Schifrin, the composer for this piece. The name he was born with, and doesn't seem to go by because he goes by Lalo, is Boris Claudio Schifrin, which is also a fantastic name. And he's Argentinian, so he was born in Argentina. He's a film composer. Some of the other, as indicated by this, some of the other films he composed for include Cool Hand Luke, Dirty Harry, the Rush Hour movies. In the 60s, he played piano in Dizzy Gillespie's quintet in New York City, which that was pretty cool. And a little interesting tidbit that I learned too is that the bass line for this, which is bum, 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 right? So it's kind of 2 longer notes and then 2 shorter notes, aligns with, and whether or not this was coincidental or intentional, seems like folks aren't really certain, but it aligns with the Morse code for the letters M and I. So, now you know. Let me move over a little bit so I can see a little better. Would you tell me? I think we're good. Thank you. Alrighty, so we have one more song for you in this first part of the program. Just a Closer Walk with Thee, which is a hymn, and it's often used. This is a hymn that's often used in New Orleans as part of the second line tradition, and second line celebrations in New Orleans. And the first part of the second line tradition usually includes, it's often associated with funeral services. And so the first part is usually a more slow, solemn procession to the church where you're going to pay your respects to the deceased. And then after the service, there's a party afterwards, and it's a celebration and honoring the life of the deceased. So you'll hear that in this piece. After this, there's not being After this, we'll take our intermission and reset for chorus, let chorus and chorus. The art show is set up. Please go look at the artwork out just outside the library, the hallway leading to the library, and in the library. What? You need that one? You can take it. Go ahead. Our poor brass section is sitting in shadows. So we have one more tune, just a closer walk with thee. Please enjoy, and then we'll take our intermission and be back with the chorus shortly thereafter. Thank you. back in 10 or so minutes. Thank you. All right, good step away.
Mavis McNeil. I teach chorus. We have two pieces for you. The first one is a setting of a Robert Frost poem, The Road Not Taken. You probably know that poem, so I don't think I have to tell you much about it. And I'm going to do this right now because I always forget. Andrew Kohler, my spouse and coworker, is here accompanying us. And I think that's all I need to say, right? Yeah, let's do it.
Diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it went in the grassy and wanted where, as for that, the passing there had worn memory about the sea. When both that morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be
For this next piece, we're going to do something a little unusual, and Sadie is going to tell you about that as Leah and I get ready.
Okay, our next song is called Heart of Earth. It was made by composer Trudy, for Josh Gay. Writes the following. Heart of Earth sets excerpts of poetry by Laura Purdy who lives in my home state, Minnesota. The localness was immediately appealing. Her farmer's market is my farmer's market after all. But I believe the beautiful imagery invoked here extends beyond my home to places that are special to all of you on this earth. To capture this sonically, I tuned to the clapping games from my childhood, and perhaps yours too. Like children, our earth is resilient, generous, and content when it is in equilibrium. These might seem, to quote Laura, like natural talents, but we adults would do well to learn these lessons from the earth and from our children.
Here we go.
Happy salmon, sunny days. Farmers market, keep the change, abundance of the heart of earth, heavy harvest.
Summer wedding, thousand veils, leafy vows and toasts of dew. Sunshine uncurls, unfurls each bloom. Oak Mary's tune.
Your leaves into the sky.
Give your apples to the deer. Look up so you will find your way. Promise still. Sky has a knack for pounding out heavy rain, pounding rain. The natural talent of the ground is receiving.
Spring has a knack for bursting out.
Heavy blooms, bursting blooms. The natural talent of the seed is believing. Natural talent of the earth, natural talent of
shortly. They're just looping around.
Stop, children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. There's battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds. We're getting so much resistance from behind. Time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Yeah, you better stop. Yeah, you better stop. Yeah. What a field day for the youth. 1,000 people in the street, singing songs and carrying signs. Those who say hooray for our side. It's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Yeah, you better stop. Yeah, you better stop. Children, look around. Know your stripes. You gotta look around. Into your life it will bring. Yeah. It starts when you're always afraid. Don't you dare. Step out of line. Let go and take you away. Never stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Never stop.
Thank you. That's a song by Buffalo Springfield that you probably have heard. Not quite like that. Next, we're going to do a piece from Zimbabwe. If you were at Art in Bloom, you heard this before, and you get to hear it again. And I actually think, yes, I printed out the program note from the music because I wanted to be accurate this time about what I'm saying about it. So, Vamudara is a Shona dance song, which takes the form of a sort of drama. The scene involves an old man who likes to drink so much he does not even care about dressing well or buying new clothes. He wears marangena and maniatera, ragged clothes and tatters, and cheap sandals made of cut-up tires. The other men in the park who have gathered after work to sing, dance, and relax are concerned about his welfare, but they don't attempt to confront him directly about his habits. Instead, and this is really a tradition, Shona people will discipline each other indirectly through song. A song of this type is not meant to shame an individual, but rather give them something to think about. So you'll hear layers of different parts sort of singing, each singing a repeated section, and these are sort of like different voices chiming in, giving advice about how to maybe live life in a healthier way. And it's in Shona. Featuring Leah Gagnon on the hand drum as well, in the dark. Okay, we have two more pieces for you. The next one, this group talked about it, and we want to dedicate it to someone that's really special to the entire Hazen Union community. There are only 3 students in band who are not in chorus. Is that true? Just
Yes,
3?
in high school band, yeah.
In high school band. And I talk to them every single day about the fact that what are they doing? They should be in chorus. And so because of the title of this song, we're going to dedicate it to one of our players in band who is going to probably join chorus soon. After the dedication, Sadie will read a program note giving you more information about this piece. But this is for Daniel Punier.
All right. Didn't My Lord Deliver Daniel is an African-American spiritual. Many enslaved people were exposed to Christianity, whether by choice or by enforcement of their captors, and songs like this one developed out of that exposure. This song references several Old Testament stories, such as God freeing Daniel from the den of a lion, Jonah from a whale's belly, and the Israelites, or Hebrew children as the song calls them, from captivity in Egypt. It repeatedly asks, if those people who have been freed, then why not every single person? The theme of seeking freedom from captivity is clear. The song also references reaching Canaan's shore, which means heaven to those interpreting the text spiritually, but had an alternative implication for enslaved African Americans, as abolitionist Frederick Douglass explained. A keen observer might have detected in our repeated singing of O Canaan, sweet Canaan, I bound for the land of Canaan, something more than a hope of reaching heaven. We meant to reach the north, and the north was our Canaan.
Didn't my Lord deliver Daniel? Deliver Daniel, deliver Daniel. Didn't my Lord deliver Daniel? And why not every man?
He delivered Daniel from the lion's den, Jonah from the belly of the and the Hebrew children from the fiery furnace. And why not every man?
Didn't my Lord deliver Daniel? Deliver Daniel, deliver Daniel. Didn't my Lord deliver Daniel? And why not every man?
The wind blows east and the wind blows west, blows like a judgment day. And every soul that ever did pray will be brought to a grave that day.
Didn't my Lord deliver Daniel? Deliver Daniel, deliver Daniel. Didn't my Lord deliver Daniel? And why not every man?
I set my foot on the gospel ship, and the ship began to sail. It landed me on Canaan's shore,
And I won't travel back no more. Didn't my Lord deliver Daniel? Deliver Daniel, deliver Daniel. Didn't my Lord deliver Daniel? And why not every man? Didn't my Lord deliver Daniel? Deliver Daniel, deliver Daniel. Didn't my Lord deliver Daniel? And why not every man? Didn't my Lord deliver?
my Lord delivered me.
Deliver Daniel.
This has been a concert of a lot of firsts, and this is another one of them. Leah and I have been talking about trying to coordinate and have some instrumentalists join the chorus in some capacity, and it's tricky because we have so many students who are in both ensembles. But for this last song, we are going to bring out Seville Murphy and Daniel Prunier. Leah will also be playing on the horns. Andrew Kohler is still playing piano. Andy Gagnon is playing drum kit, and Will Helms has left the risers to play bass guitar. And there's also a small solo section. Sadie Gann, Ursa Goldenrose, Katie Langmaid, and Cappy Santamore will sing a little desk hand.
What happened to those stand lights? We are
What
now
happened to
also in
those stand
shadow.
lights? I don't know.
Huh? Oh, you're talking about where you're talking about in cafeteria.
We're gonna get
Would
some
you-
music
would you mind
stand
running
lights
to grab them?
before we do this. Since we have a minute, David Baker, our superintendent, is here, and Jason DeGiulio, our principal, is also here, and it's great to have them here supporting us. And I just want to say I'm so grateful to work in a school district that really does support the arts at every level. It's not just us music teachers fighting to make these things happen, but we also actually really have the support of our administrators, and that's very special. Music and visual art and drama provide a refuge for so many kids. Being a teenager is hard, and we're so glad to get to make music with these amazing young people. So thank you for your support too. How are you doing over there? Good? much. Have a great night.